Right. I was, but I hadn't upgraded my client, so I'm now in the process of doing that. Good for me.
Hey, thanks for coming in. Oh my god, why is my webcam so high? Holy macaroni. Thanks for coming in today, everyone. Probably because I was dusting my room earlier. Got a little bit of light on the face. Thanks for coming in today, everyone. We're on the Positive Control Network, POSCON, baby. It has become open beta as of today. As of 4 o'clock this afternoon, POSCON became an open beta. And we are going to be flying along here with a couple of Virtue Safe Flying Club members on the POSCON network to kind of show off its refresh rate. I'm in XP11 for this one. We're going to fly from Orange County, which is Kilo Mike Golf Juliet, to the Virtue Safe Flying Club home base of 2-3 November, which is Bayport Aerodrome. For those that don't know Bayport Aerodrome, it is a standard pretty much at the Virtue Safe Flying Club, but it's a tiny little grass strip just south of Long Island MacArthur Airport out on Long Island that I've gone to in real life and landed on a few times, and we're going to fly it in the sim once again. We come here quite often, let's be honest, but always fun to go in, and looks like it's going to be pretty much calm winds over there at Islip, so we kind of have our choice, but we'll see what everyone wants to do. I think we can go ahead and do the more fun one, which is going to be runway 18 in a Bayport is always the more fun one, so we'll probably plan on doing that. But that dumb Kyle, thanks for coming in today. Your name always makes me laugh every time I see it on my stream. So that's not us. That's one of our buddies. We're going to be testing out some things here on POSCON now that it is open beta. Do a little group flight. We're going to use the real world comms and all that stuff as the network wants you to do. Alright, I kind of wish Zach was in this channel.
I tell you what, dude, it's not letting me log in. It's weird.
Did you complete the CBT? Because it's
saying, please ensure POSCON launcher is running. It's running.
Did you complete the that new CBT, that new training CBT? Because you have to complete that apparently before going live. Okay, well.
Yep. Huh. Logged in like 3 days ago, but.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm having no issues actually. Yeah, pretty good, chat. We're looking good. So again, when you have POSCON installed, it gives you a whole POSCON plugin, so you can log in, which I already am. You have your settings here. I'm in DA62, November 124, Mike Charlie. I have the call sign labels I decided to put up. Max Plane, the Hunter is fine. Should probably have my listen device and all this be my headset.
I posted a screenshot on POSCON showing the launcher and this.
Right there. Make there. Those are the captures. Enable. Save. Okay. Radio check. Oh wait, what's going on with the UI? Why is it not working all of a sudden for me? Why is the UI not working for me all of a sudden? What's going on here? The web UI is not working for me, Jeffrey. Suddenly. Kenny Monster, thanks for coming in today. Are you having the same issue?
I had to.
It's not letting me get like radio or anything now when I open up the web UI.
Still connected?
Yeah, I'm still connected. But it like the ATC everything on the web UI is like not working now. Oh baby, we already having some issues. Let's go. Because I kind of want someone to give me a radio check. I think my push to talk is still good for this. Bear with us, chat, as we are gonna figure out some issues here real quick. Push to talk. Alpha flight controls. Oh, you know what? FO POSCON. That's what I need to do. Radio check. Zach, you on frequency? Alright, well, I'll wait for you to get loaded up and then we'll see if we can get their comms working here.
Yeah.
I realized I didn't have my, I forgot to switch it to my POSCON setup on X-Plane so that my POSCON push talk worked, but it should be good now. I just need you to eventually help me out.
Said both COM1 and COM2.
He's the mic for voice transmission on the POSCON network. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, it shows me COM1 in the top left, so I should be on the frequency. Sweet. So now I just need you to confirm it. That's neat, chat. So if you look at the top left of my...
COM2 is 1.272. No.
Well, no, I'm using 2272 on COM 1, and I'm using 21.5 on COM 2, but I only am monitoring COM 2, like the rules say.
I know, but you can switch it back once you move. It's not letting me. It's not letting me. Launcher is effing running, and I launched X-Plane from the launcher, and I can't connect launchers. I'm gonna reboot my whole damn computer. So.
Alright, take your time. We're having technical difficulties, chat. Bear with us. Yeah, my web UI is not working. But I guess... Oh, no, now it is. Maybe it's because I accidentally had the launcher closed. We should be good now. So real quick, chat, while we're getting these problems sorted. Here we're on the live map for POSCON. There's only 9 of us connected right now. You got a little group flight going on right here, it looks like. But we got myself, our buddy Zach, and Jeffrey, when he can sort out his issues with his computer, is going to be joining us. So we'll be the 3 of us kind of going down the Hudson River, down this way, going out through here. We're going to come out along here, along the south shoreline of JFK, and then Bayport is right over here. So we'll be flying into this little guy right here. We'll get you the sky vector view of all that, so that it's not just the POSCON view. So we're taking off out of Orange County here, Mike Golf Juliet. We're going to fly a little bit south so we avoid the Stewart-class Delta. Then we're going to come out here, join the river. I'm going to join the river at 2,000 feet, just kind of follow the river down. I'm going to have the autopilot on because I'm going to be more focused on showing some of the features of, you know, just kind of showing off the landscape in POSCON. I've got some of Jeffrey's things like Alpine Tower, the Colgate Clock, and the Intrepid he's added into the sim. Jeffrey has, so we'll show those off, as well as the Drzewecki design New York City as well that I have. So we'll come down through here. You got the New York City SFRA chart. We have our mandatory reporting points of the Alpine Tower, which we have now, George Washington Bridge, the Intrepid Museum, Statue of Liberty, and Verrazano Bridge. We'll make the calls there at our mandatory reporting points. Then we'll come along the south shoreline here at JFK, and then we'll fly into our beloved Bayport Aerodrome. The wind is essentially, it's 0104, but it's calm winds. I'll talk about it with my 2 buddies, my 2 amigos here, but most likely we're going to plan on doing runway 18 to 18 approach into Bayport because it's more fun to do that. But if the wind does make it a little bit stronger, then we might have to do 36, kind of all depends. You can see the weather tomorrow is snowy on Long Island. It's going to be snowy where I am too, chat, not looking forward to it. But that's the plan for the evening tonight. You try radio check with Zach. No, I did not, Jeffrey, because I don't know if he's on the frequency or not. Because Zach actually told me in the Discord that he's picking up food down the road real quick, Jeffrey, so he's not even with us yet either. Apparently he's, like I said, picking up food, so. Good Fixins, thanks for coming. Where are you, Good Fixins? You should join us. I imagine you're doing daddy duties. Yeah, Zach said he's getting food in the Come Fly With Me channel, so. Hang on, chat, I gotta do something real quick. What?
Quick loading aircraft.
So again, chat, we're just going to wait until we can get Jeffrey in, and then we're going to show off some of the things of POSCON, using Jeffrey as kind of... By the way, you're going to be my guinea pig to show, like, the flaps and all the other stuff with the... with POSCON.
Oh, right on.
Should all work with the diamond, right?
I don't know.
I'll find out one way or another.
$172 is actually again, maybe not work.
Fly with me, let's fly away.
For a month, it'll be a year.
Oh. Oh, I didn't even see you resubscribe. Did it show up on my stream, or is stream label is not working?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I hit the refresh button, chat, because I'm slow right now. Thank you for the resub, Jeffrey. I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. We're just, we're gonna fly eventually, chat. We're just kind of sorting some stuff out real quick. It did show it earlier? Okay. Then I'm just losing my mind, chat. It's fine.
Sorry, I'm still loading.
I promise we are going to fly once we get... We're just sorting out some technical difficulties on a few of our ends. But we will fly. That is a promise. Okay. I'm just losing my mind then, chat. I'm looking at a bunch of... looking and doing a bunch of different things at the same time. Had to find the fuel valves. What? You gonna connect, Jeffrey? What's going on, buddy? Let's get a zoomed out view here of Orange County while we wait, chat. This is scenery by Downwind Sim in XP11 that he made for us for Orange County, because it actually has the correct runways now, chat. The original XP11 did not have the correct runway layout. So he updated it so that now it has the new real-world runway layout at Orange County, which is really nice. Is he going to be... No, I think everyone's going to be flying. I think we're all flying diamonds. I think the intent is that we're all going to fly the DA62 and kind of just do sort of formation. Not really. Maybe. I don't know. There he is.
Ready on.
Wait, are you in... Oh, yeah, you are in diamond.
Oh.
Hey, and you got your noises on, too. Here, work your flaps real quick. I want to see if they work. Oh yeah, look at that. They work. Look at that, chat. You could see him raising and lowering his flaps. That's one of the nice things about POSCON. You can hear the other aircraft. You can see the flaps kind of retracting. You'll be able to see the gear retracting and all that. I don't know why I'm holding my push truck. Sorry, here. You'll be able to see the gear retract and all those things. So it's a lot of stuff like that on top of the very much improved refresh rate that is going to make POSCON a more realistic network than VATSIM, chat. And that's kind of the idea. Oh, hold on. I'm coming back to you. All right. Cycle your... Hold on. Let me get a better view. Kind of in another airplane, but go ahead and cycle through your lights. Yep, nav lights. Landing lights, yep. Yep. So chat, not only can you see the lights, you saw the landing lights come on. I don't see the strobes. I did not hear you on frequency. I heard you on Discord.
I gotta switch that. Hold on. I gotta switch it.
So it's stuff like that, chat, that's really what's going to make POSCON the just a way more advanced version of VATSIM. Just a more advanced network as a whole. In terms of the flight sim community, because of the improved refresh rate, because of things like that, where you can hear the other aircraft in the sim, you can see the different lighting when they turn them on and turn them off, you can see the flaps go up and down, you can see the gear go up and down. It just gives it a more realistic feel, honestly. More realistic vibe that you're able to kind of see and feel all those different aspects of the flight. And on top of that, when we do actually move to the runway and have people taking off and start flying along the Hudson, we'll be able to kind of fly in close proximity to each other, almost do formation flying if you wanted, and really have just such a good refresh rate that you'll be able to see and feel every movement that the aircraft around you are making. That's a solid question, Kenny Monster. Let me go taxi over by him and see if we can hear him inside our cockpit while we're sitting next to him. Do I even want to know why my plane just did what it did?
725, right?
Yeah, 2272. 725, yep.
You hear my radio check?
Nope. Radio check. Did you hear me?
No, what the hell?
I'm getting the comm thing in my top left.
Radios are correct.
Oh, you know what? My web UI is not working again either. It was not working, then it was working, now it's not working again. I think it's maybe an issue on the POSCON end. By the way, the answer to your question, Kenny Monster, is yes, I can hear him when I move close to him. You can hear his airplane. That's his airplane making that bigger noise than even my airplane is. I think it might just be because of the way I have my set. But yeah, I taxied up over to him and I can hear his airplane. So, let me... Yeah, you can hear his airplane off to the right there. So let me go ahead and set my parking brake. While we sort this out, we have some minor...
I am not transmitting.
Some minor technical difficulties that we're trying to sort out here.
Why?
What?
I don't know why I'm not transmitting.
Is your web UI working? Oh, I just heard something. Radio check.
Orange County traffic, Diamond
Yep, I hear you.
410 Hotel Alpha, radio check.
Loud and clear, 5x5. How me? Did you hear me?
Oh.
I heard you loud and clear. You didn't hear me?
Try it again.
Radio check.
Yeah, copy at 5x5.
Alright, perfect. Yay! We have solved another problem.
Actually, it could have been me not hitting the right buttons in the cockpit.
Roger. Yeah, okay, there we go. Would it be like that, Kenny Monster? Yes. Yes, it would. Zach said he might have to meet us because he was getting food, so it might just be the two of us to start here. So, I am ready when you are. Let's put it that way.
I'm ready when you are. Let's do that.
Alright. Alright, follow me.
You know?
Orange County traffic, Diamond 124, Mike Charlie taxi, runway 22, Orange County.
Orange County
you can go
traffic,
this way?
Diamond 410 Hotel Alpha, number 2, taxi, runway 22 via Alpha Alpha 4.
So one thing about this chat is the radios, and I gotta see if I can adjust this. Oh my god, I gotta need to adjust your super loud. How do I adjust the volume on this again? I have no idea. See if there's a way to make him quieter, chat. He's so
It's
loud.
actually an POSCON client.
In POSCON. Okay, so hold on.
That POSCON client plug-in setting on.
Okay, radio volume. Try talking again.
Orange County traffic, Diamond 410 Hotel Alpha, radio check.
Alright, perfect. Thank you. You got me set where I want it. Oh, God. Okay, turns out there's not a taxiway here. I messed up. We're just going to cut the grass and we're going to pretend we didn't see that, chat. Sorry. I'm just cutting the grass here. You can catch up to me in a second. I'm going to wait and then watch you taxi up to me so people can see the refresh rate when we get towards the end of the runway.
Where are you at? I'm at coming out on Charlie now.
I cut through the grass a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I'm taxiing down to the runway now. A little bit of an oops, chat, but we're getting there. We'll taxi on down here and we'll wait for our buddy Jeffrey.
I don't know if I've ever performed.
We're gonna use autopilot once we get up in the air, chat, just for ease of use, and that we can kind of look around and do stuff. Yeah, I know. Hashtag ProPilot. Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Ah, Kenny Monster, your sub expired. Let's just fix that. Computer, I swear to God.
You on Alpha, Mike?
Come fly with me, let's
Yeah, I'm on Alpha going towards the end of 2-2 here.
Alright.
I'm actually going to pull off into the run-up area real quick because I want to watch you taxi up. There you go, Kenny Monster.
Downloaded. My mesh is jacked up.
Alright, chat, so look at the refresh rate. You can see every motion he's making It's not like that's where it's like super hesitant. That's just a little scenery thing right there. But you can see he's coming at the full pace. There's no lag. There's no like his skipping around, jumping around, nothing. He's coming right at us. You can hear him. You can see him. He's got his landing lights on, his taxi lights on, the whole 9 yards. Come to a full stop. You can even see him kind of moving forward and backward. Really, really, really good stuff. All right, let me pull up and let's get out of here.
I don't see you.
What?
I don't see you. I'm not see you.
Do you have downwind sim scenery for Orange County?
No.
That's probably why you don't see me, I bet.
Yeah, but you should still be in game.
I'm definitely 100%. Am I ghosted? Let's find out if I'm ghosted. No, I'm not ghosted.
I don't know.
I see you perfectly fine. I see Zach coming up behind us. Zach's coming up behind us now, perfectly fine. We delayed just enough time for Zach to catch up to us. I see you off my left wing. I don't know why you don't see me. I see Jeff, but not... What? Oh. Game. Zach says he doesn't see me either. That's a bummer. Okay. Zach, do you have the downwind sim scenery? I'm wondering if this is scenery related.
I see it underground. Label. I see Zach's label. I don't even see your label.
Oh, what the fudge is going on here? No, I'm not labeled now. What the heck? Hold on, let me disconnect and reconnect. How about now? You see me now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I don't know what happened, but... as long as you see me now. Okay. Alright. Everyone sees me now. Weird little glitch. Ready to check?
Copy 5 by 5.
Orange County traffic, Diamond 124, Mike Charlie, departing runway 22. We're going to make it a southbound departure to avoid the Stewart class Delta 4, heading to Hudson River. Orange County traffic. Should probably clear our right. Runway down. Finals clear. Runway's clear. Should probably have our flight director ready to go. Heading. Vertical speed. Goes up. About 1,000 feet per minute. Let's get on out of here.
Come on, Mike. I'm gonna go right at grass.
We're airborne.
Orange County traffic.
And again, just so we can
Alpha departing runway 22, following the traffic information.
see
Orange County.
the good things about POSCON. I'm going to get the autopilot going right away. Get ourselves in climb. Let's get the gear up with positive rate. Nowhere usable runway. We're going to put it in climb thrust. And now I'm going to come outside, let the airplane kind of fly so we can see our buddy taking off behind us here. The airplane's going to be fine because it's on the autopilot, chat. And you can see every move he's making on the takeoff right there. If we stick with him, you can see the gear coming up. Oh god, I'm not fast enough with my mouse. But you could see the gear sort of coming up on that while he was doing it. Let's go ahead and focus on my flying now. But you get the idea, chat. It's just the refresh rate is much better. You can see things operating on the aircraft like the gear and the flaps and the lights and all things like that. So what we'll do is we'll get up out here at 2,000 feet, see if we can't get him to come fly close to us and almost do a little bit of maybe close to formation flying out here. Orange County traffic, Diamond 4, Mike Charlie is departing the area to the southwest. Call, Orange County. Jeffrey, go to fingers, 2345. Once you're out of the area.
Alright, Orange County. Traffic, Diamond 410 Hotel Alpha, departing the area to the southwest. Call, Orange County.
12345 is called fingers chat. It's like an international like conversation frequency in real world. It's actually what it is. It's like an open frequency for people to talk. 4 Mike Charlie up on fingers. And we also want to keep an eye on this because we're trying to avoid, and you can see him on our little TIS that we have on this airplane.
Fingers, Mike.
Loud and clear, 505. How many? How do you hear me?
5.
Perfect. Alright, like I said, I'm going just kind of south a little bit to get around the Stewart Delta, and then I'm going to just go right to the river, avoid the restricted area over West Point.
Yeah, I got you, Roger. I'm about 1.4 miles behind you. What's your indicator right now?
Doing about 150, and I've got my power set to only 65% low to kind of let you catch up. I am monitoring guard, by the way, chat. 21.5. So even though you put a little cap of their good fixins, I'm already doing it, and I've got the COM2 ready to go. So
I guess where we're going route, we could do a little formation flying to show off for the chat.
that's exactly the plan. That's why I want you to catch up to me and try and come up on my left wing behind me. Try not to go in front of me. Come up on my left wing behind me to try and maintain about 150 knots when you catch up to me off my left wing. I'm at 2,000.
Alright, I'll coming up on your left side now.
Eric Flight, thanks for coming in today. Zach Bartik, thanks for coming in today. David Scott, EK, Noam, thanks for coming in today. Kenny Monster, Ski, Jeffrey, Good Fixins, I might have already said your name. Thank you guys all for coming in today. That dumb Kyle, by the way, was on earlier. Thank you guys all for coming in today. We're on POSCON. POSCON is now an open beta, chat. That means anyone can join. Anyone can join now on the POSCON network, and we're doing some flying with a couple of our Virtuoso Flying Club buddies, just to kind of show it off a little bit. Let me pull my power back a little bit more here so I can get him to catch up. Let him come up pretty much off of my left wing here, and then we're going to try and do a little bit of formation as we go down the Hudson, since we're going to do the exclusion zone. You know what, I didn't plan on going this far south, but I'm going to start turning a little bit, about a 150 heading to go intercept the river now. So we'll just kind of fly this heading to go intercept the Hudson River, chat. Virtuoso Flying Club represent, you know it. But you can see them back there with their lights. You can see the movements that they're making. I mean, look at that. You can see everything. You can see him kind of going up and down. The refresh rate, you can see how good the refresh rate is just by looking at this, chat. Not like Vatsim at all, where he'd be like kind of jumping all up and down, like he'd be to my right, my left. Is there a reason why I have smoke coming off my wings?
Here.
Guess I'm getting
Mike,
some
you still
vortices.
there? You just disappeared.
I'm still here, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you disappeared off the PCAS on my screen.
Hey, my web UI keeps cutting me out. I don't understand why. Let me disconnect, reconnect. There you go.
Hey, okay, I'm at your 9 o'clock.
I see you. I'm accelerating to 150 because I was a little slow to let you catch up. So you guys can see the refresh rate. Just how nice and tight he's able to kind of get to me. Hey, Jeffrey, turn your landing lights off. Yeah, so you can see his landing lights and his taxi lights go off. Now he doesn't have his lights on. Alright, you can turn them back on, thank you. So you can even see stuff like that, Chad. It's pretty remarkable that a network like this is going to be able to do stuff like that. The ATC side still has a long way to go. You're absolutely right. And that is one thing that they still need to work on, is that the ATC side does still have a very long way to go. But it is improving, absolutely improving over time. So there's actually 2 ATC facilities on Washington Center and Atlanta Center right now if we look right here, but we're not going to be talking to either one of those with the flight that we're doing, but you can see Washington Center and Atlanta Center are online. And then you can see our little group flight going on right here as well. Myself, Jeffrey, and Zach. So all that air is on the live map. So again, you can see Jeffrey back there. We can also see Zach right behind him. And you can just see the refresh rate. You can see how they're actually able to come up close to me. We have that ability to have that quick refresh rate, almost like around Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 Live Multiplayer. Just that quick of refresh rate where it's not laggy and skippy like it would be on VATSIM. And you can see every motion the plane's making. You can see how Zach was kind of bobbing up and down there. You can see when he's turning a little bit to the left. Every little movement is able to be acknowledged and dictated in the sim.
What's the gear down and up in this plane? Speed-wise? 205. Alright, so I can actually put in front again and put my gear down if I want to.
Go ahead.
That's right up my rear end. Here.
Yeah, I can see him. I can see both of you guys really nice and tight to me. Are you extending your gear?
Not yet. If you're watching, I'll do it now.
Yep, do it now. Look at that, chat. You can see the gear come down. You can bring him back up.
Turn back.
Look at that. Stuff like that is just awesome. I'm just going to hold this heading until we intercept the river, and then we'll just follow the river south. When I get over the Tappan Zee Bridge, I plan to descend down to 1,100 for the SFRA. So we are going to do the special flight rules area,
Sounds good.
chat.
Why don't you just call out the calls as a flight of 3 then?
I can do that.
Here, buddy.
Actually, I kind of wish we would all do it, because then I can hear you guys on the radio, so we can have the comms continuously going. Since that is another feature, the realistic sounding comms.
But in the meantime, you might want to recycle because you disappeared again.
Son of a... I need to figure out why I'm having that issue. Yeah, I don't know why I'm having that issue, sorry. I mean, it's hardly noticeable, Kenny Monster, when they skip. And that might even end up being my sim more than the actual refresh rate of the network. Oh, you're red now. Look at that. Oh, purple. You're purple now.
Perfect.
So you can see him off of our left wing here now. But alright, before we had to do all that, we're going to go ahead and look at this real quick, chat. So here is the New York Class Bravo Airspace,
Zach,
Hudson River and East River exclusions
Mike
plus
and
the rules,
I'm
flight
kind
rules
of
area.
drifted north here, so I'll be number 3.
So obviously you want to be familiar with the rules and procedure. Says right here, not more than 140 knots. I just remember, and when we get into the exclusion, it's going to be no more than 140 knots. So I'm going to slow to 140 when we get to the Alpine Tower. So we'll make sure we're 140 knots. Anti-collision lights on, aircraft collision nav lights on, landing lights on. We have all the charts. We're not doing the Skyline route, chat. We're doing the exclusion, which is the lower one, which is without ATC. So when we get over towards the Tappan Zee Bridge, we're going to switch to the frequency 123.05. Since we use the real-world frequencies for all of the CTAF communications on POSCON. We'll be in the 1,000 feet to 1,300 foot range since we're transient. We'll be at 1,100 feet. We're going to be southbound, so we're going to be on the west shoreline, which means we'll be on the Jersey side, chat. We'll be more to the right, which gives us the better view of New York City anyway, regardless off our left. And we'll have the mandatory reporting points, which you see right here. We have the Alpine Tower, George Washington Bridge, Intrepid, the Colgate Clock, Statue of Liberty, and Verrazano Bridge. Those are the mandatory reporting points, and this is how it's going to happen. It's going to say Diamond, Alpine Tower, 900 feet, southbound. And that's it. You don't need to say Hudson River exclusion or anything. You just need to say your type, where you're at, your altitude, and that you're southbound, and that's it. That's all you need to say, so we'll make sure we say that on the frequencies. And then we'll worry about the southbound shoreline of Kennedy transition once we get past the Verrazano Bridge. So that's kind of what we're looking at doing right now here, chat. We're going to do it like we would if we were flying in real world. We'll be speed 140 knots. It's a 123.05 for the exclusion CTAF. It says it right on that chart there, Kenny. Zach, all right, sounds good, Zach. Sorry about that. Start to see the city come into view here, chat, which is really nice to see. And I'm doing this in X-Plane because if I tried to do this on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 tonight, the New York City would just kill all my frame rate, chat, so it just wasn't worth it. We'll stick with the X-Plane 11 this evening. I have the Drzewiecki design New York City Skyline. I also have Jeffrey's Editions, which is the Alpine Tower, the Intrepid, and the Clock. And then, of course, we have the Downwind Sim Bayport Aerodrome 2-3 November. So that's why we've decided to go with X-Plane instead of Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 tonight. It's just easier on my frame. It's going to be easier on my computer, especially because I'm streaming and because we're going to get bogged down anyway, even in X-Plane when we get into the city here, so... See the aircraft, like I said, behind us. There's Zach. You can see every move. Look at the moves they make. You can see him going up and down. You can see him turning. Jeffrey's back there as well. You can see that they have their landing lights and taxi lights on, all that jazz. So yeah, it's pretty impressive. Just the amount of refresh rate and the way it kind of flows. So right here, chat, is the Tappan Zee Bridge. When we get over the Tappan Zee Bridge, or is that the George Washington Bridge? Did we pass the tap already? Did we pass the tap already? Am I losing my mind?
Yeah, you're resetting the tap.
What do you say?
You're past the tap. You're being
Okay.
out front down.
I gotta descend. Crap. Am I beaming the tower already? Where is the tower? No, I don't think I'm gonna beam it yet. It's gotta be in front of me here. No? Oh, there it is. I'm ready to beam it. Look at that. Shoot. Well, I blocked this because I'm gonna be too high. Diamond Alpine Tower, descending 1,100 feet southbound. Oh, I'm on the wrong frequency too. Messed that up, messed that up. It happened a lot faster than I thought it was going to. Alright, I'm on 2305. Diamond Alpine Tower, 1,100 feet southbound. Speed 140. Alright, so we're going to hold roughly speed 140, chat, 1,100 feet. We made our first call, which was the Alpine Tower. Did kind of mess that up a little bit. I apologize. We did see the tower there off our right, though. Again, I'll look behind us just so I can show you guys so you can see the scenery that Jeffrey made for the tower. It's right there. That's the Alpine Tower, so we passed that. Gotta slow down here. We gotta be at 140 knots.
Frequency, Mike?
2305. So our next point that we're going to have to report here is the George Washington Bridge, the GWB.
Diamond 410 Hotel Alpha, Alpine Tower, southbound 1100.
Jeffrey did his call. Oh, there's that little bit of lag that I was expecting, chat, because we're coming into the city while it loads up, but you see once it loads, we're all good to go now. We want to try and stay on the west side of the river as best we can here. Dude, just kind of eyeball it. It's easier to do in the real airplane than it would be in the sim. But we'll just try and eyeball it as best we can here. And I'm also going to try and, of course, get you guys some views of the city as well on top of everything we're doing. So this is going to be rough because it's going to happen pretty quick at the 140 knots in this airplane. But I am going to try and get you guys some views of the city as well as some of the views of our guys behind us. And also try and maintain control of the airplane. So we got some work to do here. Again, this is the Drzewiecki design New York City Skyline. It has the additions that Jeffrey put in, which was the Alpine Tower, which we saw. We'll also see the Colgate clock in the USS Intrepid. There's no airplanes on the Intrepid, it's just kind of the basic outline, but it's there. So that's always a good thing. Diamond 124, Mike Charlie, GWB 1100 southbound. Got disconnected, won't let me reconnect. Aw, man. Keep trying. Hopefully it can let you reconnect. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a letdown. Oh yeah, I don't see you back there anymore. I do see Jeffrey down there. Cruising right along with us. Hopefully it'll let you reconnect, Zach. Sorry that you having those issues.
410 Hotel Alpha, GWB southbound 1100.
So there's Jeffrey making his call over the George Washington Bridge, because you guys can see he's out there. Again, this is the Drzewiecki design, New York City that we're flying. So we got Central Park right here. You can see behind all the buildings, looks very nice. And then of course you have the beautiful New York City. I need to probably come a little bit more towards the west side of the river here. You have the beautiful New York City skyline coming into view here. I feel like I'm more middle river, but that's alright. Let's go another 5 degrees to the right here. So there's a pretty good view of the city. Yeah, this is the Drzewiecki design New York City. It is payware. I think it's like 20 bucks or something. I don't remember what the price is on it, but it is Drzewiecki design New York City, so it is a payware scenery. And then of course you've got now Jeffrey's version of the USS Intrepid right here, which is going to be our next reporting point, is that USS Intrepid. You can see it along with the Freedom Tower as well. Diamond 124 Mike Charlie, USS Intrepid 1100 southbound. Nice wing view of the city for you guys here. Speed-wise, I'm doing good. Gonna have to make a slight turn here. Got the Freedom Tower and everything going on over there. I forget which pier this is, but there's a little soccer field, I think, that with that pier right there, or is it a driving range? I kind of forget. We're gonna need a little bit more of a turn here. Of course, you got the Empire State that we passed already. Freedom Tower coming into view. The Freedom Tower looks just so super nice in this Strzelecki design. They did a really good job with it.
410 Hotel Alpha, USS Intrepid, southbound 1100.
Eric, if you're able to finish the training in time when we get to Bayport, hop on and join us at Bayport, since that's where we're going. So we're looking for the clock, chat. It's just going to be on the Jersey side off of our right wing here. So we'll take a good look real quick of the downtown New York City. But then we got to look for the clock, which is our mandatory reporting point, and then we also have the Statue of Liberty after the clock. Right here is the clock, chat. There it is, Colgate. Boom. So that's an addition that Jeffrey has added in there now. So that's perfectly there. Excellent. Diamond 124 Mike Charlie, clock 1100 southbound. Next point would be the Statue of Liberty. You can see our buddy, I see you, Zach, right there below us. You're nice and low. I see you down there, making your little wing wags. So if we were to do loops around the Liberty, chat, we could, and it's right turns around the Statue of Liberty. So we're going to actually do that. Diamond 124 Mike Charlie, Statue of Liberty 1100 southbound. We're going to do one right 360 around the statue. So let's go ahead and do our turn around the statue here.
Diamond 410 Hotel Alpha, the clock 1100 southbound. I've got the traffic around the Statue of Liberty.
Obviously a huge turning radius. You'd probably want to do this not in autopilot when you're doing this, so that I don't have this stupid big turning radius, but we're going to just keep the turn going as best we can here around the statue. It's definitely really not the airplane that you would want to do this in. You would want to do this in something slower, like a 152 or 172 or something with a low wing. So this isn't exactly the ideal airplane for this, chat, but since we're actually going to be kind of going into the Bravo here a little bit, I think, with that, just how big the turn radius is on the autopilot, I really should take the autopilot off and do this by hand. So let me do that real quick. Let's go ahead and do this so that I'm not busting any more airspace. Really not supposed to be coming over land at all. So I've got it auto manual control here. We'll get a little bit closer to Lady Liberty, and then we'll throw the autopilot back on when we get back on track here. Diamond 124 Mike Charlie, Statue of Liberty 1100 southbound. So now we'll roll out, heading back southbound towards the Verrazano. Let's get the heading synced so I can put the autopilot back on. Yeah, so I guess the rank system is to kind of help give pilots feedback so that they can learn how to improve in terms of their communications or things that they're doing on the network. Again, we can see our guy Zach doing his little turns around the Liberty down there. And we've got Jeffrey off of our back right here. You can see him, look at him turning. He's banking back there as we get a good view of the city behind us. So let's get the next frequency ready, chat. We need to have a frequency ready for that South Shoreline at Kennedy,
Liberty southbound 1100.
which is 125.25. So 2525 is going to be our next frequency. Now, if there was ATC on, we'd be talking, it would be a Kennedy Tower frequency that covers. All right.
There you are.
So when we get to the Verrazano Bridge, we're going to descend down to at or below 500 feet, chat, to go South Shoreline, Kennedy right here. You can see below the Bravo. We do need to be on the frequency 125.25. In the real world, that would be a towered frequency. I don't think there's currently anyone covering that frequency right now. There is not. Oh, that's Streamception. Excuse me. Hold on. So what we'll do then is we'll just go on to that frequency, though, and use that as a CTAF. Diamond 124, Mike Charlie, Verrazano Bridge, 1,100 southbound, descending to below 500 for the Kennedy South Shoreline, switching to frequency 125.25. So now we'll descend to 400 feet. And I'm going to mine my altimeter here in just a second, make sure that my altimeter is going to be set good. We can speed up if we want to because we're leaving the exclusion zone. There we go. Now you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So it's 45. I'm using Active Sky kind of to cheat, give me an updated altimeter. So we'll descend out here. We're going to fly out towards this little jut out right here, which is going to bring us to the south shoreline of JFK. And we're going to do this at or below 500. We'll be nice and low. You can see just how low we're getting here, chat. Let's cut right over to that land there. And we'll monitor, again, we don't need to make any frequency ready calls or anything. We're just monitoring that 125, and I realize now that I have the wrong frequency. It's 12525.
Diamond 410, Hotel Alpha, crossing the Verrazano.
So we'll monitor 12525. Again, real world, we'd be talking to a Kennedy Tower controller getting the transition, but there's nobody online at the moment right now for POSCON for this area. So we'll maintain 400 feet. We'll just monitor this frequency. And then when we come out on the other side, what we can do is we could either go back to fingers on 123.45, or we could set up to go into Bayport, which is 122.7 is the Bayport Aerodrome frequency. So we'll go back to fingers once we come out of the at or below 500 South Shoreline here, chat. And like I said, I'm going to pick up my power. I'm going to do 65% load. You guys can see right here, 65% on the load. But then we'll switch over to that Bayport Aerodrome Unicom frequency at 122.7. And again, so I like this. You can see both of their targets on the TIS here. So you can see Jeffrey right here. You can see Zach is back here. Or this might be Zach and this might be Jeffrey. Either way, you can see both of their targets on the TIS on the X-Plane 1000, which will be the G1000, which is also cool. Something that, again, that's integrated into the POSCON network because it doesn't always work 100% on VETS, and POSCON, it's got it working so that you can see all the traffic there on the TIS. And that TIS, I believe, just stands for Traffic Information System. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, Rob Valkyrie, good to see you, sir. Thanks for coming in today. I really don't know enough about the point system to kind of make a decision one way or the other, to be honest with you, chat, so I'll leave that up to the POSCON guys. Leading Edge Simulations, thank you for the follow. Thank you for coming in today, sir. So we're at the south shoreline of Kennedy. Again, if this was real world, we would say, you know, Kennedy Tower, Diamond 124 Mike Charlie would like to transition the south shoreline west to east at or below 500. They'd most likely say approved, and then they would just monitor and let us know if there's any traffic potentially coming the opposite way. But we're nice and low to the shore here. So wave goodbye to New York City. We can see it out in the distance off the wing. Now our focus is going to be on going into the Bayport Aerodrome. And we need to keep an eye though on our airspace here, because this you can see kind of juts out a little bit right here. We need to make sure we stay over the water at all times. We want to go over land, at least until we get to this part right over here around Jones Beach, where we're able to kind of climb up again, more out this way, so that we stay clear of the JFK class of Bravo airspace. A little bit of sim lag there. Oh, I appreciate you jumping in. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. I'm in XP11. I'm in the Aerobasque Diamond DA62. And I'm on the POSCON network. POSCON has just become an open beta. www.poscon.net has just become an open beta. You can see we're flying with some guys over here.
Alpha, Breezy Point Park, 400 feet eastbound, westbound, eastbound. It's eastbound.
Eastbound, down. Is the DA62 worth it in XP11? So Muse is on Twitch. Thank you, first of all, for the follow. And second, the Aerobasque Diamond DA62 is still my favorite airplane on XP11. So my answer, with maybe a little bit of bias, is yes, it is worth it. I very much enjoy this Aerobasque Diamond DA62. Like I said, it is my favorite airplane in XP11. I'm pretty sure you can mute the voice with that little volume button, Eric.
Zach went around. I think Zach went around the 500 foot. Because that is going to go land on that aircraft carrier.
Yeah, I see what he's doing over there. See what Zach's doing over here down the TIS. It's great because the TIS works so that you can see all the airplanes and not just one or two like on VATSIM. You can see everyone.
I see most people on VATSIM.
I don't know. I feel like occasionally I've had issues with it. Again, so JFK out here, chat, by the way, and you can see my sim lagging because of that. But there's the Kennedy Airport that we're just south of right now. You can just barely make out Kennedy Tower right there. A little more prominent in real life. Went around since I'm Nordo at the moment. Okay, oh. Gotcha.
Jones Inlet, Mike?
Say again? Say again?
You go to Jones Beach yet?
No, I'm not over Jones Beach yet.
Might be off again.
You're pretty good ways behind me, but that's alright. We need to be spaced for Bayport anyway. And then I'm going to be using you as a bit of a guinea pig at Bayport.
Okay. I don't know if I can land this at Bayport.
But once we clear this, chat, we can go to at least one, where we can go at or below 1,500, which is going to be the floor of the Class Bravo. I'm just going to climb up to 1,000 feet. Once we clear this shelf here, I'm going to climb up to 1,000 feet, and we'll go 1,000 feet the rest of the way over to Bayport. Say again?
I think you're not showing me.
Okay, this is getting annoying.
You're not in my TCAS. There you are. Okay, you're halfway up Jones Beach.
It's a bummer that I keep having to disconnect and reconnect. I'll have to figure that out at some point.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm never losing you guys. You guys are only losing me, but I'm never losing you guys.
You're strange, and you're not dropping off the voice server.
That's really weird.
Still hear the radio calls.
When do you fly the TBM next? I'll be sure to watch that one. I don't really have an answer, to be honest, leading edge simulations. I haven't flown the Hot Start TBM in a long time. Let's put it that way. I don't even think it's updated. I think they've updated it since the last time I flew it, so I'd have to download the update and reinstall it probably. So I don't have a realistic answer for you. Diamond 124 Mike Charlie is clearing the Bravo, climbing to 1,000, switching to fingers. So we'll climb back up now to 1,000 feet now that we're clear of the Bravo, and we'll maintain just 1,000 feet until we get over towards Bayport. Updated it and released it about a week ago, version 1.1.13. Yep, so I have to, I'm going to have to, like I said, put that in. And, but you're talking about the Hot Start, or are you talking about on flights in 2020? I think you're talking about the Hot Start. Assuming you're talking about the Hot Start, yeah, I'll have to download and install that update because I haven't done that yet. And then maybe that's something I can do potentially in the next week or so. Oh, you modeled it and textured it. So we have some X-Plane royalty in the chat tonight, guys, with Leading Edge Simulations being the one that modeled and textured the Hot Start TBM 900, which is a very expensive but also probably one of the best payware aircraft in X-Plane 11. I very much enjoyed flying it when I did. I haven't flown, I'll be honest with you, I haven't flown it in a while because I've been doing mostly Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 stuff. I haven't been doing a whole lot of X-Plane stuff, to be real with you guys. But when I was predominantly X-Plane 11, I used that Hot Start TBM quite a bit and I very much enjoyed it. And I do have to update it because I have not updated in a while. So that's something that I need to get on to potentially use it again. Jay Smitty says he also enjoys the Hot Start. Yeah, I love it. I love using it. I've been so Flight Sim 2020 oriented that I just haven't done X-Plane a whole lot and haven't really taken the time to update or do much anything. The Diamond is nice because it kind of automatically updates. Oh, I got a little bit of spam here, chat. Let's go ahead and ban him. Goodbye. I hope they have beginner tutorials, as POSCON can be a little more intimidating than VATSIM for those who have never done ATC. So there is at least a how to get started video on YouTube for POSCON. I believe they're going to put more training videos, more CBTs, if you will, out as this goes further along. Again, it's still just an open beta, so it's not like it's a totally finished project. It's a mostly finished project. They're still mostly in the beta for the ATC stuff, but the open beta is just to kind of get more pilots signed up and get flying in the sim here. You're bringing up a lot of good points, though, Eric Flight. These are things that I'll be able to pass along to Andrew Heath, who's the gentleman that created POSCON. Him and a few others, but Andrew is a good friend of mine, so these are things that I will definitely bring up to him. Absolutely. Man, I'm smoking you guys. I put my speed back up, by the way. I'm doing 160.
Yeah, I was slow.
I mean, this works in the end because, like I said, I want to get to Bayport, and then I'm going to go outside and watch you kind of come in and do landings and touch and go, or not, can't do touch because of Bayport, but landings, taxi, take off, kind of follow you around and watch as you're coming in and out. Interested in making the DA62, but the Aerobas guys beat me to it. And like I said, I actually, and I mean no disrespect whatsoever to you, Leading Edge Simulations, because I really do think you made a great product in that Hotstar TBM. I definitely do. So, no disrespect whatsoever meant by this, because like I said, I like your product. But this Aerobass Diamond DA62, personally for me, is my favorite airplane in XP11. I just love it. So, again, I hope I don't hurt your feelings in any way, shape, or form, because I do like your Hotstar TBM a lot, but for some reason I have a very big affinity to this Aerobass Diamond. Sim Pilot Armin, thanks for coming in today. Shocked and hurt. Oh boy, chat. I already lost a follower. Damn it. We were doing so good. I switched to 22.7, getting ready to make my calls on Bayport soon.
Switch.
How's POSCON? Well, it's in open beta now, chat. So again, if you want to join POSCON, now it's the time. You no longer need an invite or an approval. You can just join POSCON.net. It's in open beta. Eric Flight, I am monitoring guard. Look at that, 22.5. I'm monitoring the guard frequency, as you're supposed to do. So I am actually doing that. You can see I've got 22.5. I've got Con2 lit up, so I am monitoring the guard frequency. But again, for those that are interested in POSCON, the open beta is here. It's alive. It's ready to go. You are, everyone now is pretty much welcome to join. So if you're very interested in potentially doing this, definitely get on in here. Oh, I messed up. I need to open up my, open this up here. There we go. X-Plane needs a good DA40, I'm told. Oh boy. So here's, we're flying over Captree Beach, chat. And I know this area well because I did all my flight training out of Farmingdale. So this is the Captree Bridge right here. There would be a monument sticking out right here, like a pointy needle monument that you can't see in the sim because it doesn't have it. But then you have Captree Bridge, then you have Twin Span Bridge, and then that eventually will lead you into Farmingdale Republic Airport, which is out back over there. But we're not worried about Republic today, because we're going into Bayport. So I'm actually going to start turning a little bit more towards the inner shoreline here. We'll get close to the inner shoreline, start to slow down. We need to descend to be at or below 700 feet for the approach into Bayport. And I'm going to check the weather real quick, because we got to do this off of real world weather. And the wind is 340 at 3. Calm wind, so I think you know what runway I want to do.
Good buddy.
Say again?
I'm with you.
It's going to be runway 18, chat.
There's only one runway to land on.
So I'm going to pull up Google Maps real quick. And so, real quick, since we're going to be going quick here in this diamond, I'm going to actually pull the power back a little bit on the diamond here, start slowing down. Pull up Google Maps. Bayport Aerodrome. Okay. So real quick, here we go. Let's go into satellite view. I'm going to really quickly, chat, show you guys exactly what I'm going to be doing in Bayport here for the 18 approach, because we're going to land 18. So right here we have this marina on the shoreline here. We're going to be below 700 feet. We're going to fly over this marina. It'll be Bayport traffic, Diamond 124 Mike Charlie, shoreline for 18, Bayport traffic. We're going to follow this river here that I forget the name of, but it's going to take us over to the Sans Souci Lakes. So we'll follow the river down all the way to these lakes, and then that'll be our downwind. We'll be in the right downwind for only 18 here. Over these Sans Souci Lakes, we want to avoid flying over the houses here off to the west. And then we have to make a base to final turn to runway 18 without crossing Sunrise Highway right here. So we have to follow the lakes. We have to turn before Sunrise Highway. If we cross over Sunrise Highway, we get into the Isoclass Charlie, chat. So we have to make sure that we do not cross Sunrise Highway. We make our base to final turn right here, and then we'll come and land into the Bayport Aerodrome on runway 18. And that's the plan. And I do have my landing rate meter on, so we will try and keep track and see if I can make a decent landing in this thing. I am having issues staying connected for some reason on the POSCON network. I'm wondering if there's a setting maybe that I have that is not, that's causing me these issues. So I'll have to double check potentially. I don't see anything. I'll have to bring it up potentially as a support ticket if I still end up having these issues. But we got to descend, chat. We got to get below 700 feet. And you know what? The autopilot's coming off for this now. We're going to go ahead and hand fly this baby. Let's get rid of the flight director 2 here. And we're hand flying this sucker now the rest of the way into Bayport. So let's go ahead and make sure we have our altimeter check done. It's 3047, so I'm going to put 47, make sure we have our correct altitude here. And we're going to start descending and getting ready to enter Bayport because I see the marina right here. Here's the marina, chat, to get into the river for Bayport. Put the first notch flaps in.
Mike, if you made any calls on 122.7, I didn't hear it.
Haven't made any calls yet. Yeah, I'm going to have to get that update, no doubt, for the TBM. Bayport traffic, Diamond 124, Mike Charlie, shoreline for 18 Bayport traffic. So we're going to get the gear down, flaps full. We're just going to go fully configured all the way here on the approach into Bayport. Again, we're following this river until it joins the lakes. And when we join the lakes, we'll be in the left or the right downwind for runway 18. If you guys want to put a landing rate guess in, now's the time. You can guess my landing rate here into Bayport Aerodrome in the Diamond DA62. Now's the time to make the calls for the landing rate guesses because I'll be landing shortly. Say again?
What's the over the threshold speed for the Diamond?
About 89 knots. You don't need to put the exclamation point predict. Thank you, Aviation Simulator. You don't need to do that, though. Just put in a number, positive or negative. It all means the same thing. You don't need the exclamation point predict. And you can guess landing rate. Let's see if I can come up with anything good here. Bayport traffic, Diamond 124, Mike Charlie, right downwind, 18 Bayport traffic. And those are technically the only two calls you have to make, chat, is the shoreline and the downwind. And then, of course, when you're clear of the runway. So we can see right here, we got our runway off our right wing. We're definitely in the downwind. This is going to be a tight turn in the Diamond because it's a little bit faster than some other aircraft, so we'll have to be very cautious about how we make the turn here. And we're probably a little bit on the high side, so I'm going to get some power back and we're going to descend a little bit here. We do not want to cross that highway in front of us, chat. We can't cross Sunrise Highway. That would be a bad, bad thing because then we'll be nice cloud Charlie. So I'm going to start my turn here. I'm going to keep it pretty tight all the way through. So hopefully we'll roll out nice and lined up. I have a feeling I'm going to be high. I'm actually really good. This is not bad for the Diamond. Bring that power out. Get the nose up. Oh yeah, well, we floated a little bit, so I'm going to kind of milk it here. 193. And Delilah, you barged in just in time, girl. Hi. I feel your whiskers tickling me on my left arm. We're going to use all this grass runway with the Diamond right here, chat, but that wasn't bad at all. Bayport traffic, Diamond 124 Mike Charlie is clear 18 Bayport traffic. Pull right up to our nice custom hangars here. 193. Aviation Simulator guessed 188. That looks
Bayport
like it was
traffic,
closest.
Diamond 410 Hotel Alpha over the marina for 18 Bayport.
So what we're going to do is we're going to really quickly park up over here, chat. And then we're going to go outside and we're going to watch Jeffrey come inbound and show you the good refresh rate on the network here. So let's go ahead, and I somehow managed to ground loop a diamond. Nobody asked me how I did that. Look at that parking job, though. Come on. That's some clutch parking right there. Let's go follow our buddy in. So we can get a good idea of this refresh rate. We'll kind of follow him in on his way into Bayport. You can see him putting the gear down. You see that, chat? Caught him just in time with him putting the gear down. Should be a lot easier in the drone cam on Microsoft. Excuse me, Microsoft Flight Sim 2020.
Diamond 410, Hotel Alpha, downwind 18, Bayport.
You can see he's got his flaps and his gear down. He's in the downwind. You could hear him make the call. Look at that refresh rate though, chat. Look at it. It's just not laggy at all. Every little motion he makes, especially when he goes to do this turn, is going to look fantastic. Look at that. Oh, he's going to have to nosedive it a little bit, chat. And he's down. I mean, that is just... Oh, he's... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yo. We didn't see anything, chat.
Hotel Alpha, clear the runway, Bayport.
We didn't see anything. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So we'll have to go watch again. We have our buddy Zach coming in. So we'll go watch him come in now. Again, this would be a lot easier with the drone cam and Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, so I apologize for my camera work. I'm doing the best I can with the keyboard movements here. So Zach looks like he's got himself gear down, flaps full. Tell you what, we'll do more of the view this time from the runway here for when he's making his turn. We'll kind of get the view as if we were a spectator on the side of the runway here, watching him come in.
Bayport traffic, Diamond 410, Hotel Alpha, taxi to 18, Bayport.
I mean, just look how crisp and clean that refresh rate is. You can see every move he's making, all the turns, he's coming in, he looks really good. That might have been the best of the three of us, chat. I'll be honest. I think that was by far the best of the three of us in terms of the approach and landing that Zach just did right there. That was well done.
You did a nice job. That's your photos are not showing up.
Say again?
Not showing up.
So that's one glitch that I'm going to have to talk with Andrew and see if they can figure out why people aren't seeing me, but I'm able to see them. So let's watch him depart. You can hear the volume difference, Steven, as he's going by, and as he gets further away, the volume goes down, just like it'd be in real life. Time for another Flying Club Back to Bayport event on POSCON. Yeah, that is something we could definitely do. Look at him go. Look at that gear coming up. Clean. Rock your wings. Look at that. Impressive. Thank you. Tell you what, chat, this POSCON thing, it's going to be pretty freaking good once more people start using it, once they get more ATC going. It's going to really start to change the way that we do this online simulating. It's especially going to be, we're 100% planning on incorporating it into the Flying Club.
Hotel Alpha over the shore to the south, last call Bayport.
Oshkosh War, yeah, stuff like Oshkosh, exactly. It'll kind of be able to work now. You go to the different points on the different runways and everything will be in real time, exactly. So, I mean, this is definitely something that we 100% plan to integrate into the Virtual USA Flying Club. Once it starts to get a little bit more ATC functionality and a little bit more going with people, more club members start to join. Is POSCON similar to Pilot Edge? Yes and no. My advice to you would be to check out www.poscon.net, POSCON.net.
Bayport traffic, Diamond 410 Hotel Alpha, over the Marina inbound 18 Bayport.
And Zach's racking his wings because he saw that I'm watching him take off. So, alright. So again, that link, I'll type the link into the chat real quick. Again, it is open beta now, chat, so every single one of you that's watching, if you have a flight simulator, whether it's FSX, XP11, Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, you can get POSCON for free. It is 100% free. Download the launcher and everything. You'll be able to connect to POSCON. You do have to complete a 20-minute training CBT, which is computer-based training. It's really easy, simple. You just kind of read through it. There's a voice that talks to you about it as well. It just goes through the rules and everything of POSCON, some of the normal procedures and everything. So that you have to do that in order to be able to connect live and not ghosted in the network. Things that I really can't explain too well. There are other guys that would be able to explain the network a lot better than I would. I'm just kind of going to be a casual user, going to incorporate it in with the Flying Club and things as we kind of go along here. But very neat stuff. The refresh rate is the big thing. It's just so impressive how just how real it looks. You know, as good as it's going to look, I guess, in a sim. You know, I say real loosely because X-Plane doesn't look visually as real as Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 in terms of landscape and everything. But look at that. Just the way he's making that turn. It's awesome. Oh, Jeffrey's coming in a little on the high side here. Get her down and lock her down. Lock her down, baby. There you go. No trees for Jeffrey this time. Alright, again, it's an open beta now, so anyone in the chat can join as long as they have a simulator to connect to. They still have all the ATC stuff is still in beta, so there's still not a lot of hold. There's still not a ton of ATC yet on the network, like actual air traffic control. Everything we did today was all on the Unicom frequencies. We used the real-world Unicom frequencies. We're on 22.7 for Bayport. We took off at Orange County. It was 22.72. So that's one big difference from VATSIM, where VATSIM Unicom is just purely 122.8. So you're supposed to use the real-world frequencies. We're monitoring guard like we were. All the things like that. So it's just the amount of stuff that's integrated, the refresh rate, being able to see the gear, the flaps, the lights, everything like that, all kind of fluctuating on the different airplanes with the CSLs and everything, just brings a much more realistic vibe to the network. And it's going to make being able to do group flying, potentially formation flying, stuff like that, a lot easier, because it's possible to do formation flying on VATSIM with the refresh rate. Let's be realistic. Everyone's jumping around, kind of lagging here and there everywhere. It's so much smoother on this network where we could go up and we can really kind of honestly do, and it's hard to do in the diamond, so we didn't get a good example of it in the stream here today, but it's going to be something where you can go and get wing to wing with someone and really do true formation flying, kind of like you can on the Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 live multiplayer, and have that kind of refresh rate, and make it so that not only is it on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, but XP11 and FSX and anything that you would be able to connect to POSCON is all going to be incorporated in that. And real time, real speed, being able to see the different things move, having that noise, that external noise, like the engines running, things like that, is something totally different. Is also going to be a good thing. So we want to thank POSCON for opening it up, so now that it is an open beta and anyone can join. Thank you guys for appreciate them for being able to let me stream it. Thank you to our buddies from the Virtual USA Flying Club, Jeffrey and Zach. Thank you to those guys. The sceneries, Orange County and this Bayport Aerodrome scenery on XP11, courtesy of Downwind Sim. Very nice scenery done. This is the most realistic Bayport scenery you're going to get for this little grass strip just south of Long Island, MacArthur out on Long Island. But here we are, ready to kind of call it good for the stream. We got both of these guys parked and lined up nice and nice next to each other. Jeffrey, you want to cycle through your lights one more time, sir? So you can see his lights coming on, turning off. So he's got his nav lights on.
I like to turn off.
Different things like that. Yeah, the engine's still running on mine. See, look at, they're not the same as Zach's. See how Zach's are kind of going full? Yours are not. So that might just be the CSL itself versus you actually having the engines running or not. You can hear the engine sound when they spool up, spool down.
I gotta fix that CSL.
So yeah, all just different things like that to be able to incorporate into this is really, really nice. So that's going to do it for me, chat. In Microsoft Flight Sim, it shows Jeffrey's prop stopped. Oh, do you see what Zach wrote? So that's an X-plane CSL that you're going to have to fix.
So if you zoom in, are my engines off at least now?
Yeah, you can't hear him, but you still see him spinning.
Yeah.
Alright, again, www.poscon.net. If you want to create an account and join, it is in the open beta phase, so anybody can join. Thank you for flying with me, guys. Thanks for coming in today. I hope you guys enjoyed the flight. We got to incorporate POSCON. We got to do the New York City Special Flight Rules area, the exclusion zone, if you will. Got to see nice views of the Drizwecki design, New York City scenery, as well as the couple additions, Alpine Tower, Colgate Clock, and Intrepid by Jeffrey himself. Got to come into the downwind sim Bayport Aerodrome and do a nice 1-8 Bayport approach with a pretty decent landing in the diamond for a Bayport approach. These guys also both did some pretty nice landings. I appreciate their help showing me for this stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys consider joining POSCON. I also hope you consider joining the Virtual USA Flying Club. So for right now, you do need to be a VATSIM member to join the Virtual USA Flying Club. Let me tagline that real quick, because Virtual USA Flying Club has not fully integrated POSCON into the server yet. That's something that I'm going to have to work on over the next couple of months. And I'm going to training also on the 175 in the for the next couple of months. So it's something that's unfortunately going to be a little bit slow. Jeffrey is going to be helping me a lot with that in terms of starting to slowly incorporate POSCON into the Virtual USA Flying Club. But for now, if you're a VATSIM member and you enjoy general aviation flying, take a look at the Virtual USA Flying Club Discord. The link I pulled up right there via Streamlabs. You do need to read the welcome and the rules page. There are some instructions for us to get you set up in that Discord. But if you enjoy GA flying, doing group flights, kind of like what we did now, but on a larger scale, definitely join that. Again, right now everything's on VATSIM, but someday down the road, hopefully by spring or summer, we'll start to do some of the events in the Flying Club on the POSCON network as it starts to grow and as it starts to evolve, get more people on it, get more ATC on it, and stuff like that. Thank you for coming in today, everybody. Let's see. I feel like I'm repeating myself now at this point. Let's go see if there's anybody online that we can go and give a raid to on the Twitch.tv. Let's see. Yep, alright, so we got a Virtual USA Flying Club member and a good friend of the channel. He goes by Aries the Hound on Twitch. We're going to go ahead and give him the raid. He's also on XP11 right now. Looks like he's on the Eclipse 550. So we're going to go ahead and raid him. So you guys go ahead and say, let me get this set up first and foremost. Let's go ahead and start the raid to Aries the Hound. One more time, thank you for coming in today. Have a great night. Hope you guys enjoyed this little preview of POSCON. Stay safe.